Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, you are perfectly audible.
Okay, we'll start with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Kadamahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hara Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya, Keshavaya Namaha. Hara Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Govindaya Namaha Sri Krishna Hari Bol Gopala Hari Bol Radha Ramana Govinda Hari Bol Sri Krishna Hari Bol Gopala Hari Bol Radha Ramana Govinda Hari Bol जय राधा गोविंद राधे जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल. Welcome you all to the level 1 Bhagavad Gita classes, and today we are going to learn about chapter number 5, that is Karma Yoga in Krishna consciousness. So third chapter is about the Karma Yoga, and yesterday we learned about the transcendental knowledge about the Lord, and today we will know like how to do a Karma Yoga in Krishna consciousness. So before we can proceed further, can anyone just have a quick recap what exactly we learned yesterday? Anybody from the audience? Hare Krishna. Is anybody from the audience who were there in yesterday's class? Hare Krishna. Nobody wants to say? Little bit. How much ever you people remember? Hare Krishna. What happened? Nobody? Hare Krishna. Nobody wanted to say? Okay. Yesterday's, yeah, somebody has typed. Acha, you missed yesterday class. Fine. Okay. So yesterday was the conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjuna was asking Lord Krishna that to whom did you say this Bhagavad Gita before? So Lord Krishna will say this, I have said it to Sun God, and from Sun God it has come to Manu, from there to Ikshvaku, like that. It was passing over, but somewhere this connection is got lost. That is the reason why again I have to come here and teach all this Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, there was not needed. So whenever there is a rise in religion and there is loss of dharma, I appear and re-establish the dharma. So again, Arjuna will ask, like, why that I am not remembering anything, but you are able to remember what happened in the past. And then he says, yes, I got a spiritual body and you got a material body. Spiritual body is eternal, all time present within the universe, whereas the material body, like all of us, are made up of a Panchabhuta, and which is limited only for a certain amount of a time. Okay. So we all perish. What happened day before yesterday and yesterday we don't remember. So what we will remember what happened in the beginning of the creation and all, isn't it? So our knowledge is very limited and our scope of vision is limited and our understanding and remembrance about the past is very much limited. Okay. So so Lord Krishna will say to Arjuna, so the differences between spiritual as well as the material body. So whatever you're doing, first of all, you have to know the knowledge about the Lord. Then only he will direct you further in this spiritual practice. Without having a knowledge about the Lord, you cannot further go about. For that, you need to take the shelter of a spiritual master who has seen the God and who knows the scriptures and the Vedic literature and who can help you and guide you further to go in the spiritual practice. So with that, little bit introduction, we'll move on to today's chapter, that is Karma Yoga and Krishna consciousness. What do you understand by this Karma Yoga and Krishna consciousness? Somebody from the audience? What is pure Karma Yoga and what is Karma Yoga and Krishna consciousness?
Mother Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Karma Yoga in pure Krishna consciousness means Krishna consciousness we studied, offering everything to the feet of the Lord. Whatever I do, जो भी मैं करता हूँ वो भगवान को अर्पित करता हूँ, मेरा उसमें कुछ नहीं है। और जो भी मैं कर्म कर रहा हूँ, कर्म योगी बन के कर रहा हूँ, सब कुछ कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस को ऑफर कर रहा हूँ। और कर्म योगी का मतलब जहां तक मैं समझाऊं, मैं कर्म कर रहा हूँ और योगी बन के मैं कर्म कर रहा हूँ। कॉन्शियस मतलब मैं सब कुछ कृष्णा को ऑफर कर रहा हूँ, मेरा कुछ नहीं। अच्छा रिजल्ट, बुरा रिजल्ट, सब कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस को मैं ऑफर कर रहा हूँ।
Rightly said, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू, नमस्ते।
Yeah.
हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna. Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasa Karmana Krishna Punaryoga.
माता जी हरे, ठीक बताया मैंने?
हाँ, करेक्ट बोला है आपने।
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
या संन्यास कर्मणा कृष्ण पुनर्योगा च कांक्षसि यच्छ्रेया इतयोरेका तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम्. So Arjuna said, first of all, you asked me to do the work. Okay. Now you are saying do the work in Krishna consciousness. What is the difference between these two and which is more beneficial? So this is the general doubt which has arisen in the Arjuna's mind. So, yeah. Devotional service is better than the dry mental speculation, and the soul, the knowledge of the soul described by Lord Krishna in second chapter, and prescribed duties. Whatever being a Kshatriya, his duty is to go for the war, that he has explained, and entanglement of soul due to the fruitive activities for which Arjuna was thinking, no, I can't kill my own people because I'll be incurring a lot of sin by doing so and all. So, and disentanglement by devotional service. How means we are entangled in the material world. Okay, some amount of disturbance is there. Only by doing the devotional service, all those things can be going. Okay. And in the third chapter 17 to 18 text says explain no duty for the sacrifice for the person in knowledge. And chapter 433 explain all kind of sacrificial work culminates in knowledge. In the last verse of 4th chapter, Krishna told Arjuna again to get up and fight, and thus confusing Krishna renounced with the work. So all these things with the background what we have learned till now. Now his question is, you are asking me to do the work. So which is more beneficial, only doing the work or doing the work knowing about you? Okay. So third chapter is about doing work. Okay. Fourth chapter is about knowing about the knowledge of the Lord. So which is more beneficial, only doing work or in the knowledge of the Lord? So let's see what Lord Krishna will answer to that. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasau Karma Yogascha Nishtesya Karma Bhau Tayastu Karma Sannyasa Karma Yogo Vinishyate. So the personality of the Godhead replied, the renunciation of the work and the work in devotion are both good for liberation. But of these two, working in a devotion is more fetching than doing the work alone. So that is the reason why we should always try to do the work in Krishna consciousness, not expecting the results out of it. We should do as if akarma, okay? Not expecting any result out of it. So this is a small story from Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a story about Nirga, King Nirga, who has fallen down due to fruitive activities. Actually, King Nirga is a very elevated personality, and he has done all austerities to maintain as a pious individual and a Sattva-guna person. But one day what happens is he has been distributing a lot number of a cow to the Brahmana. Okay. In that what happened, many cows are there at one point of time. By mistakenly, he will donate some other Brahmana's cow to another Brahmana. So there will be a conflict. So the Brahmana, here you can see the conversation happening between these two Brahmanas. Like, how can being a king and you perform so many austerities and all the sacrifices and all, and this is not right on your part to donate my cow to somebody else. So then the king will say, see, I didn't do it intentionally. It happened by mistake. If you want, I can give you the cow in the replacement. Okay. So, but the Brahmana the Brahmana will say, no, I want only my cow. I don't want any other cow. I can't take the replacement for that. And here you can see the king is asking for the forgiveness to this Brahmana, but he's totally not, I can say it's a Krishna's arrangement, but he didn't forgive him. And he's been cursed to be born as a lizard. So he's born as a giant lizard, and you can see a giant lizard is in the deep well here. Okay, the king Nirga will be born as a giant lizard. So one fine day, Krishna along with his cowherd boys will be playing in the he'll be playing, and there the one of the what do you say, the item, or can say the play thing which they are playing, that will go and fall onto the well. So all the cowherd boys, as usual, anything happens, they will call for Krishna. Okay. But before that, they thought we will give it a try. But everything is in futile. They could not do anything, and they cannot fetch the item which they have thrown in the well. So ultimately, they will call for Krishna and say, Krishna, please help out with this. So then Lord Krishna will see a giant lizard which is lying down inside, and it's very hard, and nobody is able to lift them up. So the moment Krishna has touched the lizard, it will easily get liberated to a higher planets. So no matter how much ever of good work you're doing, one small activity can make you fall down. Okay. So here again, we have a story of this. So dissatisfying two Brahmanas and inquiring sinful result to become lizard for a very long time. So because of one particular act, he has to be born as a lizard. So we have to be very, very mindful about the karma which we are doing. It is always better if we are doing karma and in the God consciousness, not expecting the results out of it. Okay, Hare Krishna. So proper understanding of renunciation is Prapaichikataya bhuta hari sambandhi vastunao mumuknubhi parityago vairagya phalgu katyate. So when person eager to achieve liberation renounce things related to Supreme Personality of the Godhead, thinking them to be material, but renunciation is incomplete. Okay. So karma yoga or karma sannyasa, this is the question our Arjuna is having towards his doubts towards the Lord. So जीवै स नित्य सन्यासी यो न देव्यै कांक्षति निद्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सुखबन्धात् प्रमुच्यते. So one who neither hates or desires the fruits of his activity is known to be always renounced. Such a person liberates from all dualities, easily overcomes the material bondages, and is completely liberated, O mighty armed Arjuna. So the person who remains balanced, whether in a distressful situation or a happy situation, when he is equipoised in his this thing, then he is said to be in a balanced state. So that sort of a person is liberated from the that person is fit for the liberation, and he is fit for the spiritual progress. So here we have another example of a Haridas Thakur. So he is a Haridas Thakur. He is a great saint, and he used to chant almost, I think, 21 to 22 hours in a day he used to chant. Okay. And most of the time he used to spend chanting the holy name only. So he used to perform severe austerity and all. So basically he was a Mohammedan. Okay. And because of the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is being named as a Haridas Thakur because of his enormous love for Krishna and the sadhana. Okay. And he is one of the associates also. Whenever Lord Krishna appears on this earth, he comes along with his associates. Similarly, when he comes, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taken birth in the in 1500 AD, he has come along with his associates like Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Gadadhara Pandita, and Haridas Thakur, Chota Haridas Thakur. All these people, Ramananda Raya. This you'll come to know in the, other textbooks and all. So he is also one of the very spiritually elevated personality. So that particular kingdom where Haridas Thakur was there, he was staying close to the Jagannath Puri. There, the Muslim rule was there actually, and the king was very jealous of Haridas Thakur, thinking that he being a Muslim, why he is practicing a Krishna consciousness? So somewhere we need to deviate his mind from what he is doing. So one day, the king will call upon a prostitute who is living in that area, and he will ask her. So you go seduce him and try to divert him from what he is doing. Okay. And if you do so, then I'm going to reward you greatly. So in that way, when he says, the prostitute accepts the request of the king because it is the higher authority. And one evening she will go and she will sit in front of Haridas Thakur, and she will try to make different poses, try to seduce him by different ways. The Haridas Thakur will say, will reply to that lady who is asking, see, I am giving you different poses and I am seducing you. Is it not your duty being a man to satisfy me? So then Haridas Thakur will say, yes, I am on the way of completing my chanting. Once I complete my chanting, definitely I'm going to come to you. That's what he will say. So the poor lady, she'll be sitting there in front of him and she'll fall asleep. Next day when she get up, it will be almost the morning, the sun will arise and all, and she will go away. She will think the next day, no, today I will go a little bit early, okay, than yesterday. Maybe today he will come. So like that, she will go again and sit in front of him, make a different poses and all, try to seduce him and all, again the same answer he will give. Okay. And third day she'll become restless and see, she will go a little bit early than yesterday. Okay, and she will say, I'm trying to seduce you by different means and all, but you're not giving me a chance. What a person are you? So I've been waiting for you, but you are not giving an opportunity to serve you. Then Haridas Thakur will say, yes, let me finish off my rounds. I'm so busy chanting and all. How can I give time for you? Then that lady realizes that she is unnecessarily troubling the a spiritually elevated person, and she will realize her mistake and she'll fall on his feet and ask him for the forgiveness. Then he says, yes, you are, now that you have realized your mistake, you give away all the money, what you have accumulated from all the people in all these years, and you sit in my place and try to do the sadhana. So now the king who has sent the prostitute, he will be thinking for sure she might have seduced him and he might have got the Vratabanga, and but there is no whereabout about this lady. What happened to that person and all? So he'll be curious, and one day he himself will come there to check out what's happening exactly. So to his surprise, he will see the prostitute return to a devotee, and she's just sitting there and chanting continues in the place of Haridas Thakur. When king inquired, she says, I'm so thankful to you that you have sent me here. And because of the good association, the divinity inside me has arisen, and I am so thankful for what you have done to me. So likewise, Haridas Thakur will move from that place after he assigned her the role. And eventually king will realize that he did a wrong thing by trying to disturb a elevated personality. Okay. So likewise, the friendship with the good people will be like a fragrance, and it will always attract you and it will make you a better person. Whereas a friendship with the bad people will deteriorate you. Okay. So it is first and it is utmost important for all of us to maintain a friendship with the good people to get progress in our life. If we wanted to deteriorate, then there is no choice. We can go for a tamasic people. Okay. ब्राह्मणी अध्यय कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्या करोति या लिप्यते नास्य पापेन padmapatram ivambasa. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord, is not affected by sinful action, as the lotus leaf is untouched by the water. Because we are just doing our duty, we are doing a karma, we are not getting attached to the results of it, and we are leaving everything to the Lord. So, like a lotus leaf, thou it stays in the water, and it's not even a single drop of water will affect the lotus leaf. Similarly, we will not be we will not be attracted by any sort of a sinful reaction which incurs after doing the karma in Krishna consciousness. So this is the example of Srila Prabhupada with the senior devotees in the America. So the association of good people, how much it will elevate, the Americans, they don't know anything about the Indian culture. They don't know about the Guru. They don't know about the Sampradaya and all, but they are the staunch devotees of staunch followers and disciples of Srila Prabhupada, isn't it? So a good person, he was a single old man who went to the United States and he can make so many disciples. So such is the power of a good association. Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmane Gavihasini Sumichaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshina. So the humble sage will see everyone at an equal vision. You can see the sage who is an elevated personality sees the Jivatma which is there in the dog, is there in the bird and the animal and the tiger or killer, hunter, all of them are having the elements of the Lord. So he have an equal vision towards all these people. Okay. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोजा दुःखयोनय एव ते adi antavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. So once we take indulge in a sensual enjoyment, we are falling trapped to our own death. So here we have a different examples, the fish by the mouth, the food, they will entrap the food by putting some food balls and it will get stuck to the hook and it has to lose its life. Okay. And similarly, the bees which are there were attracted to the moths, to the fire, they get attracted to the fire and automatically they have to lose on that. And deer just by making the noise, by its footstep and all, it will catch the attention of the wild animals and it will be killed. Similarly, the elephant, how to catch elephant is very difficult, such a huge, So what these people do is they dig a pit, okay, and they will take elephant there, showing the female elephant. They will try to seduce him. So the moment the male elephant see the female elephant and just to go near that, it will fall into the trap and finished. It is a servant for the lifetime for that particular person. So whenever we try to please our senses, we will fall down and nobody can save us from that. So it is very, very important to regulate our senses by doing the service towards the Lord. Only by doing so, we can save ourselves. So here the different people you can see who are addicted to different things like gambling, meat eating, and intoxication, whatnot, everything. So once we are into that, indulging into illicit behavior and unregulated principles and all, nobody can stop us from a downfall. So if we want spiritual progress and go forward in our life, we have to channelize our energy by surrendering on to the Lord. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suhridam sarva bhutanam jatma mam santi rachati. Okay, the sages knows me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme god of all the planets and demigods, the benefactor and the well-wisher of all the living entities, attain peace from the pang of a material miseries. So here is a picture, there is a small story behind that. Okay, Lord Krishna along with associate boys, that is Gopabalas, he will go once to the bank of Yamuna river and they'll be playful, and the Brahma will be passing by near that and he will see like, is it sure Krishna is here in this bank and having enjoying with his associates and all. So what he tries is he try to so Krishna will say, yes, let me just wash my hands and face in the Yamuna river and we'll have the food and all. So he'll go there. When he come back, he will not see this cowherd boys calves, everything is been abducted from that place. So when he envisions, he sees that Brahma has abducted all these people. So what Lord Krishna will do is, he will multiply himself into, clone himself into all those which have been abducted and replace them in that place. So after an year or so, Brahma will come and he will just wanted to inspect what exactly is happening there. So he'll be surprised to see all the cowherd boys, the cows, calves, they are very happy than before, and the cows are giving more milk than before, and all of them are happy. Then Brahma will realize this mistake, and he does, and he offer obeisances unto the Lord, and he asks for the forgiveness. So here the Gopabalas are the perfect examples. Gopas and Gopikas and Gopabalas are the perfect examples of the devotees who are always doing the service in for Krishna. So without having any attachment to it. So Krishna is the ultimate savior for all these people, and how much ever the distressful situation come, he is always there for his devotees to save from them. See, this is a picture of what is it? Karnataka Sai Vishnu, who is emitting out various universes. Okay, and when he is the source of everything, and whoever is a pure devotee and who are devoting or engaging in the service of the Lord automatically take care of them in the distressful situation. Okay. Yeah. So coming to the chapter summary, sannyasa or karma yoga, Yajtesha, that is, we should always do the work as a service towards the Lord, not for the our sense gratification. And so once you renounce the work without any attachment to the result, automatically Lord will give you what is right for you. And Nishkama karma, that means you should always try to free yourself from doing the prohibited ones, because that will ultimately lead to bondages. And you should always focus on doing the work for the Lord without an attachment, which is the ultimate path for the spiritual progress and will lead to the liberation. Hare Krishna. This is all for today. Any doubts? Any questions? I think one question in the chat box. Mataji, Mahabharata has several mentions of Ahimsa Paramo Dharma, but again Krishna asks Arjuna to fight. I'm confused. Krishna is asking Arjuna to do his work. So Kshatriya means to participate in the war and kill, no matter who is the other side person. By doing so, he is asking him to do his dharma. Hare Krishna. Any doubt? Any questions you wanted to ask? Hare Krishna. No questions? Hare Krishna. No questions? Hope everybody understood. Okay, fine then. If there are no more questions, we'll end the session for today. Okay. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Thank you, co-host and participants, for your active participation. See you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. for 6th chapter. Hare Krishna.